What's up? Let's talk about a 19-1 return on ad spend in under a week. Didn't know this hit this hard, but I had to go live with it right now. I'm going to show you the dashboard. This is crazy. Uh, my team, our program does some pretty awesome stuff in the restaurant space. I don't typically toot our horn this damn hard, but wow, I'm going to here. This is 7 days live as of, I guess, yesterday, 8. So, okay, 8 days live. It launched last Monday. And this is a one location mom and pop pizza restaurant that is seen within a week 19-1 return. They spent $145 on Facebook and Instagram ads, $2,864 generated. But there's a lot more to the story. And I want to show you this because this is bonkers. Or what's the one song say? Bananas. So let me share my screen. Okay. So what you're looking at is our dashboard. And this dashboard is reported from everything we do. The people go from Facebook and Instagram ads into Messenger. They give us their information. They're delivered a one-off promo. They redeem it in the restaurant. Now, if you're watching this later on, I don't know when you're watching this. This is being recorded live right now on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. But if you're watching this in the future, this is May 5th, 2020. This is the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. This is in a state where coronavirus has hit pretty hard. This is a pickup or delivery. This is mainly a dine-in restaurant typically. So this is a lot of pickup. So I want to show you some crazy results here. Now, let me just walk you through what you're seeing. So if you're looking at this sheet, and I don't know if you can see my mouse on here or not. I'm assuming you can. Let me go to this tab. So you're looking at ad impressions. Our ads and organic in a week have gotten 24,000 impressions. 629 people have engaged. 288 have finished the opt-in process. Now, I want to walk you down here and show you what that looks like just from a data standpoint. Don't go to looking at any of this other stuff. But of those 288 people, the way they get opted in is their email. So 288 people gave us their email address. Of those 288, 272 gave us their cell phone and opted in for text messaging. So if I look at 272 divided by 288, 94% gave us their cell phone number as well. Of those people that also, we got email and phone, 263 gave us their birthday. So 263 divided by 288. So 91.3%. So when you look at this right here, 288 people that engaged in a Facebook or Instagram ad in the last 8 days gave us their email. Of those, 272 gave us their email and their phone. Of those, 263 gave us their email, phone, and cell phone number. So, our email, birthday, and cell phone number. So, people will give you information when you ask for it correctly. And if you're spending, in this case, $145 is their ad cost. The difference of that from $642 is our program cost. So, $497 is, I think, what they're paying. So, is that doing math? Yeah, that's right, math. $497 is what they're paying for our program a month for this. So, for $642, actually $145, because that's only a week of our program cost. If you divide that by 4, that's what, $150. So $300, you got 288 opt-ins. You've got 66 people have redeemed. Now, this is the crazy part for me. We typically will see 10% of the people will come in within the first month. So if 100 people opt in, 10% of them, somebody's coming to my door. They're going to ring my doorbell, so you're going to get interrupted here live, probably by the principal dropping off stuff for my daughter to tell happy graduation. So there's no graduation. I was trying to tell her not to ring the doorbell. She rang the doorbell. But let me go ahead and walk you through what we've got here. Is 67 people redeemed the first offer. That's 23.26%. That is huge. Normally, we'll see 10% in the first month. We saw 23% in the first week. And so I'm going to go over and show you a different tab. This is called redeem conversion. So this is showing me how quick these people came in. And these people came in the restaurant 38% within 3 days, 36% within 4 to 10, which is right now, So you can see it's pretty freaking quick. If I go back to the dashboard, I've got $2,864 in sales has been generated from that average check of $42.11. But here's another part of this I really want to show you that's important. If I go down here, this is what we call our customer frequency. So of the people, 68 who have redeemed, what is that? 23 plus 17, 40. 42 have filled out the customer survey. That customer survey, we ask them a lot of information. One of the pieces of information we ask them is, are you a new customer or a repeat customer? If they say repeat customer, we find out, great, are you a frequent customer or lost? Frequent meaning you come every month. Lost meaning every few months or rarely. 55% of these customers told us they were lost customers. 40% told us they were frequent. 5% told us they were new customers. So if you look at that, 60% of the people who redeemed this promotion were not customers. Lost means that rarely or every few months is a person that you need to get back. And when we talk about what our program does for businesses, this annual impact is based on, hey, we get 23% of these people back 6 times a year at $42. So this database of 288 people, which right now spent $2,864, has an annual impact of almost $17,000, meaning people will walk into the restaurant more times this year because you now know you have known buyers. You can now reach them via email. You can reach them via text. You can reach them via actually retargeting on Facebook and Instagram. You can also reach them on their birthday. But I want you to answer this question for me. If you're out there watching, if you're a restaurant owner, if you've got 1 location, 10 locations, 30 locations, when was the last time that you got an audience to engage at this level for advertising in 1 week and give you that much information? 90% of them giving us whatever we wanted, email, birthday, sale, somewhere in that neighborhood. 23% walking in the door within a week, meaning 288 people said, I want this information. Here's my information. I want this promotion. And 68 of them walking in the restaurant. We don't try and talk about the front end sales because the front end sales honestly isn't what we're looking for. Yes, this $2,800, I'm pretty sure this client's pretty freaking happy right now because he's already gotten based on if we count his entire month, but if we just count a quarter of his retainer, that's 150 plus 1. So he's got $300 he spent on ads in our retainer to get $3,000 in sales. So a 10-to-1 when you count our retainer, almost a 20-to-1 when you count just the ad spend. But the concept of this isn't to get sales on the front end. In my opinion, sales on the front end are easy. What we want are sales on the back end. And the way you get sales on the back end is eliminating hope and pray from your marketing. And what I mean by eliminating hope and pray from your marketing is this customer doesn't have to say, 50 customers came in last week. I'm going to try and get them back. Let's just run another ad and see if we can reach those people again. Let's run a radio ad, see if we can reach those people again. Let's run a TV ad, see if we can reach them again. You don't need to do that. You have their information. You have their phone number, their email, their birthday. The majority of them did a survey that told us their frequency, which also finds out if they're married or single, they eat with, or they have kids under 18, or they eat lunch or dinner at the restaurant in this case. If you got breakfast, we tie that in. If you have late night, we tie that in. You've got customers that gave you data, customers that gave you information on themselves, on their frequency. You can now market in a very smart manner. You're no longer hoping and praying. I hope somebody sees my billboard on I-75 and comes to my restaurant. I hope somebody hears my radio commercial on WLW and comes to my restaurant. I hope somebody saw my TV commercial squished in between all the freaking political commercials right now on Fox News and comes to my restaurant. There's no more hope and pray. There's actually no more cost to acquire that customer. You own their information. We went out, we spent, in this case, $145. We got this customer a couple hundred restaurant client data, and now he's got that database, and we will, for him in the future, help him market to them, Help them get that person who said they rarely came into the restaurant. They were a lost customer. Help them get them back into the restaurant more frequently. Instead of every other month, maybe every other week. And that's where that ROI annually and lifetime comes in. So that's all I got. If you want to talk, honestly, if you're a restaurant person and sees this and you don't want to talk, I would have to question whether you want your restaurant to do amazing in the future. I'm not saying we're the answer, but I'm saying number one, worst case scenario, we hop on a call. I can give you some insights to how we're doing this. So maybe you can pass it on to your team. But honestly, if you're a restaurant owner and operator right now, times are tough. Times are tougher than they've ever been. I can relate to that. I had in 2008 a boat and RV dealership that crashed and burned when we were getting ready to sell it because of the financial collapse. I understand more than most marketers, probably many, almost all marketers, what it's like to lose 7 figures in a matter of 2 months, what it's like to see my dad's retirement erased completely in his 60s. So I understand that. I also understand the importance of doing something that's going to make a difference. If I had this type of opportunity for my boat and RV dealership back then, I would have quickly figured out a way to turn it around quicker. Quicker, might have made sense. So if you're interested, www.restaurantroi.live/Matt. That'll take you to a landing page where you can schedule an appointment with myself or somebody from my team. It's a discovery call. We'll tell you what we do, why we do it, how we do it, what it costs. We're pretty transparent. We work with restaurants all over the nation. We have some in the UK and Australia and Canada, but we're mainly working with US companies. But this works about anywhere, and it works with a lot of verticals. The number of verticals it doesn't work great with us are urban locations with no parking and very niche products. So a Thai restaurant in downtown Cincinnati with street parking only, not our niche. If you're a brewery, a tap room, those are great for us. If you're a pizza place, a steakhouse, that's great for it. And I'm going to put more stats in the post of these this once I get done with the live, and add to some stuff from this, really some takeaways, because not many times people can spend this type of money and quickly see that information and quickly see people convert into the restaurant within 8, 9, 10 days. So that's all I got. 19-1 return on ad spend in 1 week, how we turned $145 into $2,864. Schedule a discovery call, restaurantroi.live/Matt, restaurantroi.live/Matt. We would love to help your business right now during the COVID-19 partial shutdowns as you're coming out of it. And in the future, we're getting customers that are taking advantage of this all the time, and there's some great stuff out there. Love to help you. See you later.